All right, ladies and gentlemen, the early bird special. We're back in action. The first person to say boo. Who's gonna be the first person to say boo? Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. There he is, Mike Runyon. I'll tell you what, buddy, got the M here and the M there, buddy. Pictures to continue. They'll be up soon. Oh my goodness.
Show him what he wins.
Erica Wilkowitz. Let's see what he got. What do we got for the winner today? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Shelly went deep into the archives and got you this. Boo. When I'm with my boo, all I think about is you. I will stop right there as far as we go. We got Jason Tibble in the house, got Bailey Merzak, got Kathy Cordy, all kinds of Facebook users, Eric Wilkowitz, we got Janine McKay, all kinds of great people here today. Today's show, ladies and gentlemen, candy corn for everyone. That's funny. Is episode 194, almost at episode 200. You used to call me on my ESCROW. So I'll give you a little insight of that later. It's been a couple clients of mine who reached out to me about escrow stuff, so I figured I would talk about it today. So you used to call me on my escrow. That is the show today. Call me on my escrow. Before we get started, before we get anything else going on, let's talk Michigan State. Hi, it's good to see you. Good to see you, my dear.
Great.
Michigan State. So I was lucky enough to be in the stands. We were 3 rows from the top on the butt kicking on Saturday. Oh, Erica, there you go. I'm sorry, Erica. I apologize. My bad. It definitely was nosebleed seats, but it was awesome. I went with a buddy of mine who's a Michigan State alum, and his son. I bet him $1 that they would not cover the spread of 25 points. So there you go. Nothing to talk about. Yeah, I'm telling you, nothing to talk about. All right. So it was definitely a great experience. Definitely a great experience, folks. The pool is in. The water is in. Oh, Chris Bergeron can't find us. Oh,
My mom either.
I'm telling you, crazy stuff. So the pool is in, the water is in. We're just waiting for some concrete and some fencing. So good stuff going on there. Now, Eric Sloan, the Sloan Warrior, is in the house. Let's talk curious reader question number 1. It is the week before Halloween. We always do the Pumpkin Challenge. This year it's Pumpkin Challenge 2023. If you have not, yeah, I'll go get her. That's funny. Yes, you will. If you have not yet done Pumpkin Challenge with us, here's how it works. Starting tomorrow, we will post every day the official Pumpkin Challenge 2023 post. It'll go up tomorrow through next Wednesday's show at 5. I think 5 show. Is that right?
Yeah.
5 o'clock. So all you have to do is post a pumpkin you either decorated or carved with your name. Can be as many people. If you have 5 people in your house, every single one of them just put their name with it. Okay. Every single person that does that gets entered into a drawing. We have 4 prizes. Okay. 4 $100 prizes. One will be probably a Home Depot card and some other fun stuff that we'll have for you. But so each one's worth $100. So good. It's a lot of fun. It's very cool. People take it to the other level. They do a lot of cool things. So Pumpkin Challenge 2023. Good seeing you guys at our special day on the 14th. Yeah. There you go. Very cool. All right, so that's that. Pumpkin Challenge 2023 is in full effect. So make sure you don't miss that. All right. Have you turned on your furnace yet? Or let's have a better question. Have you turned your furnace on this week? Guys, it's crazy. Facebook user is Eric Sloan. I knew that already. And Eric, I know who you are. I was at your special event. Yes, I was. Have you turned on your furnace yet this week? So it's been 70s, 80s, yeah? So what do you got? No furnace yet. Okay.
Talk to me on like a week ago, though.
Janine says no. Kathy says no. Facebook user says no. No furnace yet. Yeah, I feel like before we turned it on, now it hasn't been on. What's that? Oh, Michelle, good to see you. Good to see you, Zach. I hear you, buddy. So definitely some interesting weather. It was good for us because they can now pour the concrete for the pool. That was a big deal for us. So that's how that's going with that. So definitely not this week. All right, Bailey. All right. Keeping cost bills down. Yep. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? Then back to the AC. Yep. Baby needs to stay warm. Michael, yes, he does. Yes, the baby does. Turn on the AC too. Jay, we're just glad. Are you back from Houston, buddy? Or are you still in Houston? Let me know in the chat. If you're still back from Houston yet or not. Now, we're going to go to a guy that needs no introduction. Okay, we're going to go to a guy that needs no introduction. The man, the myth, the legend, Mike McLaughlin in the house. How in the heck are you, sir?
Mr. Bergeron, how are you, sir?
I'm fantastic, Michael. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. What's going on in your world? I see the bricks are a little cleaner, a little straightened up a little better these days.
Got my Michigan hat on.
Yep, go blue, exactly. You see
So
our
I had
boy J.J. McCarthy's on task for the Heisman too. You see that?
yeah, he's in the running now. He's got his name out there, and he just, just can't turn in any duds. And I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything, but I saw that Ohio State Penn State game, and bring them on, baby.
Absolutely,
Bring them
absolutely.
both
Go
on.
blue. If you are a Michigan State fan on this show, you probably want to keep that to yourself. I want to keep
Yeah.
that to yourself.
Couple questions for you. You always say the man who needs no introduction. One of these times, just put me on. Don't introduce me. See how it goes. You never
just
know.
be like, hey, here it is. Here I
Oh,
go.
nope, nothing. Just boom, and there I am. And I'll be
Yeah.
like,
I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
and then secondly, that Michigan State game that's coming up, right? Is that this week? The Michigan State game, Saturday?
No, it was last Saturday.
It was last Saturday?
Yes, it was. Well, yes, it was.
Hold on, let me check my calendar.
You
Was
check
it
it.
really a game?
It wasn't
though?
really, it wasn't really a game. No, there's
Oh,
probably
is
lots of
that-
signal stealing going on. Like I had this guy next to me was bitching the whole. They're stealing the signals. I'm like, they don't need to steal the signals. They're kicking your ass. They don't need to steal the signals. Really?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about the stealing the signal thing. You know the reason why they outlawed it. You know the reason why they decided not to let people do it.
Why?
Just the expense of it. They didn't want to have everyone have to pay to have it done when we had gotten to the point where all you had to do was send. So instead of letting people scout, you're required as the opponent to send them your game tapes.
Yeah.
So it just replaced the game tapes, replaced sending people to scout for the expense of it. And
Mike,
the
I'll
thing
put it to you
is-
this way. I coached middle school football for some time, and there was guys from other middle schools scouting us at middle school football games. So that's the stupidest thing I ever heard.
And you could walk into life isn't like it was 20 years ago. 20 people could record the game today. What is it? I mean, you could record the entire game and post it today. It's just it's kind of a silly thing. The NC, I'm not someone who like calls out conspiracy theories or anything like that, but let's face it, we asked for it. Harbaugh asked for it. He asked for his feet to be held to the fire by not taking them seriously. And this is what happens when you call someone out. You called them out. You called down the thunder. Well, you got it.
Yeah. So Bailey says, don't worry, you'll get your butts whooped by MSU and Bass. Bailey, that's true. I am not a Juwan Howard fan. Now you're sounding old, fellas.
Yeah, they kind of fallen apart. You could see it. You could see it from the beginning with Michigan basketball that, he just, he's a hot dog. He was always a hot dog and still is, obviously. And then like, what's his name? The guy who transferred to the center who transferred to Kansas, the big guy.
Which one? Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, I forget what his name is. I can't remember now.
And when he would play for Michigan last year, he was nothing but an embarrassment when he would go out there and go like this to the opponents. It's like, you're an embarrassment.
Yeah.
So he left Michigan. Good. Leave Michigan.
Let's talk mortgages, my friend. What do you got new for us in the mortgage world?
Well, rates are volatile. They're trending. They're trending up. They're trending down. Michigan rates have stayed consistent, at 6.875. So we like that because the rest of the game kind of is getting hit. So great time for down payment assistance. And as far as interest rates go, we're kicking that bucket out and we're saying there, this is the time of year. Here we are, end of October, beginning of November, around the corner, where all of the prognosticators are going to come out and they're going to say the housing market for next year. They're going to use all the data from the Mortgage Brokers Association, from the Realtors Association, all the different realtors associations, and they're going to start looking at what the outlook for next year is. Well, the early outlook is by the end of 2024, rates around the 6% range. Yeah. So we're looking at between now and then, and that's the next 14 months, that rate should be in the low sixes. So, and the way they put it was, after this year, we'll be entering the last third of this transition period that we've been going through due to inflation. So we're in the middle third of it now. By the end of this year, that'll be the completion of the middle third. And then we have one more year left to go before we can tap down inflation, get it under control, and get the housing market back to a better place.
Yeah. People are still buying and still selling. List the one today coming soon already.
Yeah, when we got in the market, the market's not too bad. I think there's the listings out there are up this month. Even I think that not sales, but I think listings are up year over year for this month. So now, the mortgage industry we just have to do our part, right? And we have to bring a product out there that will allow that's at an interest rate that people can buy houses. And
Mike, are you seeing anything? Are you guys doing anything or seeing anything where it's like 1% off for the first year or something like that?
well, what you're speaking of, I believe, is a 2-1 buy down, right?
Okay. Yep.
The thing is, and maybe in a market like this, it's not out of the question, but it would take points to buy the rate down. And what you would get is if the going rate is say 7.75%, for 1 year, you would get a rate that's minus 2% or 5.75. And then in the second year, you would get a rate at 1% higher than that at 6.75%. And then in the third year, it would return to that initial rate of 7.75, where it would be fixed for the next 30 or 28 years on a 30-year loan.
Okay.
So that's called a 2-1 buy down. Now, the trick on that is that the buyer can't pay for the cost of that. It has to be paid for by the seller. So it has to be something, if that's the case, then it has to be something where it's negotiated with the seller for concessions, where those concessions could be used for the buy down.
Okay.
And it's really kind of unique in that the person that really helps is a person who knows, like, let's say it's a young doctor who's just beginning their practice, or a dentist, somebody professional who's entering their industry with a known income curve that's going to continue to rise, so that the drop in the interest rate for that first year, the $300 they might be saving on their monthly payment.
Yep.
If it's a big enough payment, the $300 they might be saved, that it actually would benefit someone in that position, where they know their income's going to be higher later, but it's a little tighter now.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else new and exciting in the mortgage world?
Just like you said, we're still buying and selling houses. We're still out there doing the best for our clients. The conventional limit is going up again, so that'll be up above 700,000 for the conventional limit.
Kidding.
Yeah, let me see what it is. I think was it 7.0? I don't have it committed to memory yet.
So past that number, what does it go to?
That's when you become a jumbo loan.
Jumbo, baby.
Yeah.
I just want to be a jumbo. Sounds like big ass mortgage.
Big ass water slides. 726,200 is the single family residence limit. Yep.
Yeah, that's because the price of homes have gone up and gone up and gone up. So
yeah, that's exactly why. Yep.
All right, Michael. Well, listen, you hang tough, brother, and I will talk to you soon.
All right,
Give me
friends.
Mike in the chat. Give me Mike in the chat. The legend continues.
Good talking to you guys.
Big ass payments. You're damn right there is. Bye, Mike.
Big ass water slides.
Oh, Ashley Madden and big ass payments. That's funny stuff. That's good stuff. There you go. My man Tidwell's in the house. All right. So last question for Curious Realtor. Has your escrow ever gone up? Give me a yes or a no. Has your escrow ever gone up? Has your escrow ever gone up? Has your escrow ever gone up? Cat the Cordy in the house. Well, Mike's. There we go. I like it. Has your escrow ever gone up? Give me a yes or a no. Straight up, straight down. What do you think? Has your escrow ever gone up? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat, please. Got a little yep. What has your escrow ever gone up? Or has it ever gone up? Hyacinth says yes. Way too often, Dave says. Like, it goes refunds every year. Not that boy, Jay. Don't ever cash that check, buddy. Just did, Janine. Yep. Michelle says yes. Tom Wenzel in the house. Good to see you, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, taxes went up in Dearborn Heights. Sure. Steve Kreitz says the same. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's what I want to talk about today. I want to do a little deep dive into escrow analysis, because I had two clients reach out to me in the past week about this. One young man, here's what they do. Okay. So every year they kind of calculate and figure out, they look at your old taxes and that, and what your taxes are supposed to be. And they calculate and figure out, do you have enough money in your escrow? And then do they need to raise it up? So here's where people get hit with like the double whammy. Okay. So if your escrow, if they didn't collect enough in your escrow for taxes last year, they're going to hit you for making up that difference. And then they're going to raise your escrow too. So it's like a double kick in the tail. double kick in the tail. And I had a young man in Taylor, his taxes uncapped, which means that they went up because the taxes were really low when they bought. So somebody bought the house. The seller's been there for a long time. The taxes are probably pretty low, right? They're probably at a lower number. And then when they uncap, they go up, they crank up to whatever you paid for. Not anymore, just taxes. I got you. So this young man, though, they were estimating there was a water leak before he bought, and it was added to their water bill. And your water bill, if you don't pay it, guys, usually goes to your taxes. So it's like a $3,000 water bill went to the taxes for the house before he owned it. Okay. So the mortgage company looked at it and goes, "Oh, we got to collect way more money than this guy's going to." So his payment went up like $700 or $800. So between Mike and myself, we called and worked it out and told him what he had to do. And I think it's like a couple $100 or $100 or something like that. So now way more manageable, but just that's something that people don't think about when they buy a house. The person before you, what did they buy it? If you buy at 300 and they bought at 100, the taxes are going to crank up and they're going to go up quickly. Then the next year it's like boom, like that. So that's one. I had another person that they assessed value is way high. Like the guy bought it like 120. They're like, your house worth $200,000. Yeah. And what magic kingdom is that? When's Pumpkin Challenge, Steve Markey? You know when it is. Pumpkin Challenge starts tomorrow, buddy. It goes Thursday till I'm going to run it all the way till November 1st. Even those old pumpkins that get smashed can go in there too. So that starts starting tomorrow all the way through next week, Wednesday. Yep. So to answer your question. But yeah, so escrow is one of those things where you got to look at two things. One, you just got to be ready for it, first of all, and just know that it's going to happen. Those escrows are going to go up. Second is fight the taxes. I had a client who he bought a house next to a Sasquatch dropped a pumpkin at my house. I'm sure he did. Some hairy guy like me. Yeah, I'm sure he did. Buying rental properties too. Yep, because escrows are higher. All right. Ahmad, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, sir. So back to what I was saying. I had a client who bought a house next to a community center and they were linked because it was like a church thing, like a church at a community center. So I had to go in front of the assessment board and explain to them that there were two different properties, not one, because his taxes were crazy and we got it lowered. So always, I think they usually do them in March, always go in front of your assessor board. They tell you it's worth it. Make them prove it. I mean, that's the only way your taxes are going up. They can prove it, right? If you bought at 200 and you say your house is worth $120, there's nothing you can do about that. You bought at that number, right? So, but some people, they get their houses, they're getting their house assessed. Somebody who's not coming in your house. Another one in Dearborn we just sold. They were assessing him for an extra 300 square feet they didn't have because they had an attic space that didn't have any stairs to it. So again, escrow stuff's weird and tricky. And I will leave this last piece of advice, and then we'll call it a day on the escrows. Okay, is if you ever get a check, like Jason said, if you ever get a check, don't ever cash it for the first a month or two. Don't cash it. He had a hidden room. You're damn right he did, Steve. You're damn right he did. But don't cash it for the first month because what'll happen a lot of times, you get that whoever did the escrow analysis made a mistake and they sent you money, which you shouldn't have got. And then they're going to dock you on the back end. So then you're going to be paying the shortage and the higher escrow amount. So guys, escrows are crazy. If you ever have questions with escrows or you ever have a question, any real estate related question, reach out to us. I'm always here to help, folks. I'm always here to help. So that's that. That's the deep dive for today. Now, let's go this or that. Okay, here's how it works. First of all, we got this fancy Nancy sign. Maybe we don't have the fancy Nancy sign. Let's see. Do we? Yeah, let's see. So we'll go. What about non-real estate? Hang on one sec. This or that, this or that, this or that. Quick 90s song for you. Steve Markey's question, what about non-real estate taxes? Yeah, I can't help you with that one. That one's a little too much. How to get overcharged for taxes back. Hard part is, so you got to tell me more about your question. If you get overcharged, depends on what happened. Depends on what it was. Depends on whether it was there error on value or what? Yep. That's what it depends on. So Eileen, I will take a look into that for you a little deeper too, because we still have a chance to get some of that back for you. So I will take a look at that too for you. And thanks for watching. That's awesome that you watched. Pay your own. So let's go. So here's what we got. This or that. Pay your own or escrow. Which one are you doing? Put it in the chat. Pay your own or escrow. This or that. This or that. This or that. Pay your own. Says Hyacinth. Steve Kreitz says pay his own. Somebody threw in escrow. Lori Merzick says, Lori, good to see you. Escrow. Lori Merzick says escrow. What do you think? What do you think? Tom Winslow says escrow. Steve Markey says escrow. Not for much longer, Steve Markey. Dave says pay your own. Still waiting on everybody. Easier for us to escrow. Easier to escrow. Like I said, though, if you escrow, just be ready for the stupidity. Like every year they're going to do an analysis, and a lot of time they're going to screw it up. They're definitely going to screw it up. Number 2. If I can get the old technology to do what it's supposed to do. Hang on, folks. There we go. Number 2. Taxes going up, taxes going down. This or that, this or that. Which one? Taxes going up or taxes going down? Put it in the chat, please. Put it in the chat. It's always good to have Dave and Hyacinth over at watching us on YouTube. We're available on YouTube, all kinds of Facebooks, LinkedIn, all kinds of stuff. So are your taxes going up or are they going down? This or that, this or that. Put in the chat. Facebook user says up. Chris Bergeron in the house says taxes are up. Cat Decorder says always up. Steve Mark says down. What? Tom Winston says up. Bailey says down. Lori says up. Taxes always going up. Taxes always going up. Big ass up. Don't they always go up? Yeah, it always feels like it. Again, if they've gone up because of an assessment, always go February, March, go in front of that assessors board. That's what I would do. I was like, if you ever need me to do a real market analysis for you to kind of show it what the house is worth and get it down, I can do that for you. About to go up. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Dave says up. All right. So small ass down. Number 3. This is a personal one between Shelly and I. She likes Florida. I like New York City. What do you like? NYC or Florida? Which one do you like better? NYC or Florida? Put it in the chat, please. Or this or that. This or that. This or that.
Like both.
I don't know about all that. I don't think that's true.
I like both.
Facebook user says Florida. That's Eileen in the house. Steve Mark says Florida. Tom Winslow says Florida. God dang with these Florida people. Where's my NYC people at? Tidwell says Florida. Guys, all the down south. Michelle loves Disney. I'm sure she does. More stuff for you, buddy. Kathy says Florida. Not one New York City person in this whole dang thing.
Michelle says Florida too.
I cannot with the rats and cockroaches. Oh, yeah. NYC. Never been to Florida, Chris Bergeron. What the heck? Can you take Chris Bergeron to Florida, please? God dang. Never been to NYC, but Florida is way too hot. Dave, that's my guy. That's my guy. See, there's jamming back. We're jamming back. See? Hyacinth says Florida. Oh, yeah. So it's the weather, Tom. Come on, buddy. Come on. It's sweat balls down there.
There's water and sunshine.
I get shaved thighs down in Florida.
Get in the water.
That's even worse. The swimsuit's wet. I get shaved thighs. What's the matter with you?
Stay in the water.
Never NY. Oh, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I guess New York City's not going to make it happen. I'm telling you. All right. So let's do a little bit of what realtors see. This is your chance, ladies and gentlemen, to win millions of dollars on a scratch-off ticket, courtesy of Scott Bergeron, the Bergeron team, and Talking Real Estate. Palm trees and oranges. Jesus, these guys are going crazy. So here's what I got. I'm going to put 3 different images in front of you. Your job is to capture them the best you can. If they are ridiculous, funny, and wonderful, then they will make us laugh and we will enjoy it. Here we go. What realtors see number 1? What realtors see number 1? Here it is. That is what realtors see number 1. I'll make it bigger so you can see it. That's the best I got right there. There we go. There you go. What realtor see number 1? What realtor see number 1? Door to hell. Always sunshine with Chris Bergeron. First step's a doozy.
Yeah.
Willy Wonka's door. Oh my God, I can't even. Falling out that's door. Wonka, where the sidewalk ends. That's pretty good. Where the sidewalk ends. I walked right by and I'm like, what the hell is that? Who decided that? Guys, you got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. What really see? Huh?
Who's jumping up?
Right. Like, Who decided that was a good door to go to? Watch the step. Another example of male procrastination. Come on.
Yes.
Adorable. Oh, yeah. The door to nowhere leads to me. That's pretty good too. Got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is, by much protest by one of us, another example of male procrastination. Unbelievable.
I'm surprised you picked that.
I did because
I
it
thought
was
you'd pick her
interesting.
husband's, actually.
Long ass legs getting that door. That's funny. All right, that's what realtor see number 1. Let me find what realtor see number 2 here. Hang on. Let's see if I can find it. Where'd it go? Let's see. How about that one? What realtor see number 2? What realtor see number 2? What do you got, ladies and gentlemen? What realtor see number 2? I'll make it bigger so you can see it. So you can see it. Only got big and small. That's all you get.
Yeah, there.
Giant Jenga. That's pretty good.
Yes.
That's pretty good. Giant Jenga. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? What realtor see number 2? When the architect's really into Jenga. Okay. Okay. I live in a Jenga. Everybody's going Jenga. Uh-oh. Is that a building? Yes, it is. Lego? Kerplunk? Did this pass the home inspection? I don't know. Who was the was it Inspector Cross-eyed shipping container high rise? I like that. I like that. Guys, got 10 seconds. Sponsored by Bud Light. 10, 9, 8, 7. The entire one. Yeah, that's pretty good. New York real estate. Yep. One of those things are not like one of these things are not like the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rock'em Sock'em Robots on the loose. That's pretty good too. All right. The winner is, did this pass the home inspection? Budget Dubai trade. That's
But
pretty good.
This was like the expensive.
Yeah, it was expensive.
exclusive Stars live there. High
Yeah.
rise.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Beyonce. And
All right. So can I do whatever one I want?
Nero?
The next one, can I do whatever I want?
Yeah, but then you have to show the other one.
All right. I'm going to show one, but I have to show them I'm only allowed to show that one and the other one. Let's see. All right. There it is.
So it's a terrible picture of me.
What
The
realtor
wind-
see number 3? There it is.
It was raining and crazy windy.
Yep.
But look
Caption
at the
that
girl.
one. Caption that one. What realtor see number 3? Caption that one. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Oh, so cute. I would cry. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Beautiful couple, but nothing, Eileen, nothing behind us. Who are those movie stars? I saw that picture on the wall at the post office. Oh, Jesus. Ladies Liberty. Nice hat for the ball. Hamilton in the background, like the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? If that gives you a little bit of hint of why we're not on the show on Wednesday, that should give you a little bit of a hint of why we're not on the show.
Sorry, guys. I
and-
stole my man.
And we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the winner is the Wolf of Wall Street and Red Riding Hood. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's what these people think of me, honey. That's what they think. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you what. All right. So
That was probably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
yeah, it was pretty awesome. So we were in NYC last week. So that's where we were at. So that's first time I missed a show in a long time, guys. First time I missed a show in a long time. So we apologize for that, but it definitely was well worth it. So let's talk pumpkin challenge.
Oh, show the other pictures.
Oh, there's another. Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. I can only show that one if I show the other one.
Yeah.
Hang on. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on. That one?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's the one in Times Square.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. I got to show one more. Hang on. If I can get it to work. All right. One more. I want to share it.
no.
There you go. One more, ladies and gentlemen. That's from Times Square. That's
Oh, thanks, Kat.
thanks, Kat. That's one from Times Square. So
That
definitely,
was insane.
it definitely was an insane thing. Definitely was a crazy, insane thing. So that's that. Yeah. So we apologize for not being with you last week, but it definitely was something needed. Something needed. So very cool stuff. Got all kinds of hearts. I like that. All right. So let's talk pumpkin challenge. Ready? When does it start?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Pumpkin challenge starts tomorrow. The post will be out on my personal Facebook. It'll start there and it'll be posted every day from tomorrow through Wednesday. You can carve, you can decorate, you can paint. Okay. You can do whatever you want. As long as you participate, your name goes in for a drawing of one of the 4 prizes. Usually the prizes are pretty good. We kind of played around with different things that we're going to do, but it was usually pretty good. Definitely worth missing the show. Thank you very much. So don't forget about Pumpkin Challenge, guys. And as always, the after show, we will give you a little bit of a glimpse into that. It was so much fun. So yeah, so if you watch the after show, as always, guys, we'll give you a little bit more. Here's a QR code to the Talkin Real Estate Group. 3D printed pumpkin, Steve Mark, I'm sure it was. So there is right there. There is the QR code for the Talking Real Estate Facebook group. It's over 1,000 people now. It's over 1,000 people now. And we're going to give you a little bit here, but a little insight about our secret trip. Then feel free to come on in there. Okay. I'm Scott.
I'm Shelly.
And we're definitely talking real estate. See ya.